Woo! Wow! What?
Nope. Under protest.
Under protest? No,
Yep.
no, no, no.
No, Max
There's.
definitely crossed the line. He definitely crossed the line.
Are we? Is this what we're doing?
No,
Is this,
I'm here to bring facts, and he did cross the line. I don't care about him or Hamilton or anything, but he did cross the line. So,
are you going to cry about this for the next
oh no,
12 months, like
no,
LH fans, or
no,
what are we doing here?
that does not impact my salary in any way, shape, or form. So I'm gonna stick to Max fans that he did cross the line, but we move on. On to what? Where are we going next?
It's Baku, right?
Yeah, on to Baku. Yep.
Well, but hey, I don't want to leave Monaco without mentioning how great it was to see the princess of our show,
Yep.
Princess Charlene. She looked awesome. Glad to see her back there, back in
Healthy.
all her majesty. It was great.
Yep.
What would you like to say to Princess Charlene? Keep up the good work. Exactly. That's what I
Correct.
would say.
Correct.
Yes.
That's yeah.
Yes.
In English because
She's
I
the
don't
best.
know I don't know French.
You don't know English either. That's
No, I don't. Yes, I try. I try my best. Listen, I do have a shout out, if I may.
Oh, sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shout out to the new friend of the show, brand new.
New friend.
Yeah,
Okay.
piping hot out of the oven. You know who it is?
Yeah, you go. I have no idea.
This is Mr. Zach Brown,
Zach Brown.
friend of the show.
This. Oh no. Oh, wait. Are we talking about the country band
No,
singer,
no,
or we're
no. We're
talking
talking
about the
about
CEO?
McLaren CEO. He and I had a pleasant DM exchange yesterday.
Okay.
Will not disclose what it is, but no, he is a friend of the show. Gotta
Mm-hmm.
say, I was impressed, and
You wait. You were impressed by his DMs
well,
like that?
he did answer my messages, so I give credit to him to answer to a nobody,
I can't.
uh,
This is what a great development. You sliding into
with
the
with
CEOs.
the show account, and he
You
answered it.
sliding into those DMs.
Yeah,
That's so great.
listen, we might be a George Russell podcast, but we are also a McLaren podcast from now on. Just saying.
Well, can we just be half
Yeah,
of
yeah, we're
McLaren,
landing
because
on.
like
We are
yeah,
the English boys here, right?
yeah.
Russell and
Well,
Norris. Yeah,
we can be a Lando podcast,
yeah.
but
Okay.
not that other bag of sand.
Hold on. Be nice. Be nice. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, I forgot Zach is a friend of the
Zach, our
show.
boy. Yes. Yeah. Anyway, Zach, we'll continue our conversation next week.
That totally happened. It totally happened. Well, I was pleasantly surprised with Monaco. I rate that 11 out of 10. What do you think? What do you think about Monaco?
No, it was such a roller coaster because it
Yeah,
started with like the snowflake philosophy of the new Formula One, right? Let's
right,
not race
right.
because
Everybody
it's
hide.
raining.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's
We're
not
all
race
gonna
because it's
melt.
raining. Yes, yeah, yeah, exactly. We're all made of sugar here. We're all gonna melt. That
Somebody
pissed me
might get
off.
their watch stolen again or something.
Listen, guys are a friend of the show now. Okay?
Sorry. Cut that out. Cut that
Yeah,
part
yeah.
out.
Beep, beep that part. No, it's
So,
like listen.
so you were upset. You were upset. Okay,
I
like
was because
you
I
were
was like,
tweeting. You were tweeting like a madman.
yeah, I was
It
like,
was
this fucking
crazy.
bullshit. F1 is no more. Might as well call NASCAR. It's all my rage, right? My daily dose
You're
of rage.
rage tweeting. Yeah.
Because like I think the Liberty group bought F1, right? And they want to Americanize Formula One so much that they want to
Yeah.
become NASCAR 2.0,
Yeah.
right? Because NASCAR doesn't race when there's rain. They want to
I
do the
think I
same thing with
didn't
fucking
I
Formula
predict
One.
that? I think I
What?
predicted that like a year ago. Yeah.
No,
Go ahead.
I
Keep
don't
going.
care
Keep
if
going.
you did or not. It's just
I did.
bullshit. It's like it would be nicer if they raced on the rain. We could see all the cars spinning. Latifi instead of just like lightly crashing, like just exploding his car. and Stroll completely out of the race because he crashed somewhere.
I mean, if we needed even more proof of how terrible Latifi is, him crashing on the
By himself.
formation lap
By
by
himself.
himself at the slowest corner in Formula One. That's the other thing too. It's not like that's a corner where you really push it. It's you're going 30 miles per hour. I don't know what that translates into meters per second or whatever there's euros use, but the slowest corner he crashes by himself. I mean, they've got to get
Okay,
rid of him
can you
and his
backtrack a
bags of
little bit?
money.
It's
Go
not
ahead.
proof
Go
that
ahead.
Latifi is bad. It's proof that Team Canada did not produce any talent in this generation because Stroll also crashed
Yeah,
by
well,
himself, right?
hey, Larry is also a friend of. Well, he's not a friend of the show. He's a friend of me. But yeah, Stroll had a rough day. Did not look good.
He's been having a rough
He
decade. That's what.
yeah, he got Stroll rolled pretty good this weekend. Had to watch his teammates score points right in his face. His washed up, long haired hippie teammate just taking him to school this weekend was not fun to
Well,
watch.
it was a fun, like a nostalgic race in the midfield, right? Vettel,
Yeah, yeah,
Hamilton, and Alonso
that's true.
fighting
That's
for the 10th.
because you know what, like, because if you would roll back time, yeah, 10 years ago, and I told you these guys were battling at Monaco, you're like, oh yeah, it sounds like a
Yeah,
great race.
nice.
And
Yeah.
then we tell you, yeah,
For
they're
10th.
battling for eighth place.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad for all of them. I think Alonso, as much as I like him, and as much as he's beating his teammate, which is not like a great bar, I
Right.
think it's time, man. I mean, there's no more plan. There's no project. I don't think he's getting another title, unfortunately.
Well, okay, so let's just jump to this because that has been a topic, is how much Alonso was holding up all the cars behind him, right?
Listen,
So
he
are
was doing
you
his job. Like
so
he's
you're
not.
so you're okay with that? You're
Yes.
signing off on El Slow, or I don't know, what's the opposite of vamos? Vomitos. I don't know, whatever it is. He was not going. I think Lewis said he was like 5 seconds off the
Yeah.
pace at one point.
Listen, it's. Is he supposed to let other cars pass? No. All right, he was racing. He was
Was he?
racing.
He's going so slow though.
So what? He's entitled to it.
I I
He's not
guess
being lapped. I mean, he's doing his job. Fuck it.
the I guess from that standpoint, I have to agree that he was doing what he needed to do to hold the position. What he did not know he was doing was he was completely destroying this myth about how great Lewis Hamilton is on a drying track. How he's just how he would just attack and pass anyone at will, even when he has 5 seconds of pace in hand at Monaco. And oh yeah, by the way, there were guys actually. Your boy Pierre was actually
Destroying
passing
it.
people.
Yep.
Vettel made some really good passes, and then Lewis was not happening there. I mean, I think it's kind of all crumbling down on Team LH this weekend. Not a good look for him, and then for his teammate to out qualify him and
Finished
get a fifth
best of the
place
rest.
finish.
He was
Best of the
literally best
rest,
of the rest.
100%.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, it's what Alonso said. I think prior to Barcelona, right? Hamilton's been driving like he was a year ago, 2 years ago, and he can
Yep.
deliver because the car is not there. So yeah, the driver is good, but the car is the deciding factor. And he basically said, "Welcome, like welcome to my world," right?
Welcome
And
to the midfield.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And yeah, yeah, and Hamilton didn't do anything other than trying to drive and pass cars, and he finished eighth behind Alonso. So,
And just sticking with the Alpines, what did you think about Ocon? So Ocon, what did you think about his driving? And he got the 5 second penalty, which pushed him out of the points. What do you think about that? You're okay with it? No.
I am. What pisses me off is that I wish uh, Alonso won that race last year that Ocon won because he definitely deserved more than Ocon. For
I
all
don't
that
know about
Ocon has
that.
done and suffered, blah blah blah, etc.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
just like a average driver. He's someone that could easily give up his seat to someone else, bring in another talent, right? Bring someone else to that seat, vacate that seat and move on with your life. Go drive Formula Indy. Like Formula Indy should be Division 2 of Formula One. You get 2 or 3 years. That's it. After that, you get relegated to second
you
division.
you get sent to the states to
Yeah,
drive
yeah, yeah.
ovals half the time. That's your
Exactly.
punishment.
Grosjean can do
Well,
it. Ericsson can do it.
well, Grosjean can't do it because he put it
Castro
in the
Neves
wall,
can
which was
win when
nice.
it's like he's 45 years old. He won the Indy
That's for
last
sure.
year.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
Hey, my man Jimmy Johnson was rookie of the
I
year.
know. And that
Even
that
though
accident, you
he
jinxed him.
crashed, yeah, that
You
was rough.
jinxed him.
Yeah, that was rough.
I
I just wanted him to finish, and yeah, he finished it. Like he finished that Tech Pro barrier
oh yeah.
pretty good.
Yep.
I
How about
guess
my boy
going back
Checo?
to go.
My boy Checo.
Oh, just one thought on
Yeah.
Ocon.
Okay.
Ocon, I struggle with him because the times when he does good, he just will also flip over and do something stupid. I think actually the way he raced Hamilton, I have no issue with because Hamilton was not going to make that pass and he wasn't on position on him, right? I mean, he wasn't even wheel to wheel at the point where they touched. I don't really think there should have been a penalty for
Yeah.
that.
Me neither.
I guess I'm not upset that there was one, but I would just chalk that up to racing.
I mean,
At
if
Monaco.
if
So
if Verstappen didn't cross the line, that was a racing incident. No.
yeah. Well, as you already gave it away,
Tequila Fiesta. Let's talk about the Tequila Fiesta. My boy,
your boy Checo,
Checo.
they
Fuck
they
yeah.
give him the right strategy
For once in his
he's
life.
able to pull it off. Yeah, I mean, congrats to him. I mean, it is kind of neat to see him get a win and the way that he did it, right? That he had to leapfrog both the Ferraris and just
I mean that.
again
Yeah,
being in the right place, right time, right tires, right strategy, everything.
that was the race for him, right? That was
Right.
the race. That it's like you can't pass on the track.
Right.
It's our position.
Yep.
I don't think they wanted to risk with Verstappen, so they were like, "Fuck it, let's try the undercut
Yeah.
with Paris," and it works perfectly.
And,
And I
and
think they did that
they
knowing,
didn't have anything to
yeah,
lose either.
yeah, exactly. But they did that knowing that if Paris is in front of Verstappen, we'll switch. If Paris
Exactly.
happened to be 2 or 3 positions in front of Verstappen, so be it. He wins.
Yes.
That was
Yes.
it was just a gamble, which worked perfectly. And to be honest, Ferrari channeled their inner Mercedes, right? And completely fucked it up. The pit strategy yesterday completely fucked it up.
I don't know what they were thinking, but just one last thing on Checo. Yeah, they Red Bull had nothing to lose, right? Because they're essentially splitting the strategy, and if it works, they win the race. If it doesn't work, then Max finishes ahead, then they don't have to they don't have to swap the position. So they're happy either way. And yeah, Ferrari just crumbles under their own weight. I mean, this was Charles' race, and they just threw it away. I mean, yeah, they looked like Mercedes. They just couldn't think their way out of a paper bag on the strategy.
Not only think out of a paper bag, but also not think at all, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Like they didn't react. They didn't do anything. They were just lost. Like Sainz had to dictate what he wanted. Like the guy's driving
right.
on a wet surface, right? Trying to like be double alert to make sure he doesn't crash the car, and he's saying, "I want to wait for dry." So like,
Right.
I'm coming up with my strategy. It's not like they were asking for input. He was saying, "I want to wait for the dries." Meanwhile, they were eating like pasta and meatballs or whatever. Just like it's Sunday, okay, like just
Forza Pit.
yeah. They go with Inters for Leclerc, trying to cover what Perez did, but at that point it was too late because they Max ended up like just carbon copy doing what Leclerc was doing, but it was too late, right? And somehow then they decided that 3 or 4 laps later, right? Not even that, the track dries out, then everyone comes for dries. Sainz lost a fucking damn long time until the
Yep.
dries were good to go. Then he stops. He loses his position to Perez. Then Ferrari double stacks with Leclerc. I think Leclerc missed what 5 seconds there.
At least a
Total time.
couple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Verstappen loses some seconds as well because he was behind Perez, but not as much as Leclerc. And then it's like the finish order, right? Perez, Sainz,
Yeah.
Verstappen, and Leclerc. And then at that point, it was just a train. Right? It was a train ride. So
Yeah, it was
like
even
sometimes,
even with the graining that was
yeah,
going on with the tires at
it
the
would
end,
be
it was
impossible
just
to pass. Yeah,
impossible to pass. Yeah.
because like there were times that Sainz got really close and couldn't attack. There were times that Verstappen was closer to Sainz and couldn't attack. Same thing with Leclerc. It's just like frustrating because Monaco is hard to pass. And then my boy Russell just bringing the rest of
Yeah.
the no, the field,
Right place.
rightly
Well,
in fifth.
just go back to for how dumb Ferrari was. It's a good point that they did want to bring signs in for inters.
Yep.
Like they weren't even thinking about splitting the strategy. That he had to tell them, no, let's just wait for dries, and then I guess for me, this could be a turning point for Carlos, right? So your man, you're Carlos all the way. You're testicles deep on Carlos here.
Oh
Do
yeah.
you think this is the beginning of a new Carlos where this is his moment now to step up and be more than just the number two?
No, as much as I wish I would say yes, no, it's not. I mean, Ferrari still has a great car, and next weekend of race, right? Not next
Yep.
weekend, 2 weeks from now,
Yep.
Leclerc will just dominate. I think that the car
Yeah.
fits Leclerc's style better. Uh, I did like that Sainz imposed himself, and he might get some points, or at least start being heard, within the team. But it's on him to perform on track.
Yep.
Was he
Yep.
great? The second place, yeah, it was the best he could do at that point. But let's go back to a normal situation outside of Monaco and perform there. I get a second
Right.
place there,
Right.
get a first place, get a pole position, and then we talk. You know,
Okay. Yeah, and
uh,
he had a good qualifying effort, right? Second, but yeah, we can only hope that this is a new leaf turned over for him, and
hope so, but
and
it's
and
hard. It's hard to
you know
predict.
we haven't even mentioned Max because really he was a non-factor all day, right? Because if Ferrari had not screwed up Leclerc's race, he would have finished fourth.
Yep.
And Verstappen was just there to pick up the pieces where
Oh, maybe third,
Charles
right?
was slow. But
If they kept the order, maybe they would do a switcheroo with Perez. But yes, yes. Yeah, but he did.
yeah, it's possible.
He did what he could do in Monaco, right? He started the race. He drove the car consistently. Not
Yep.
not bad time. Put on good laps, and unfortunately, you can't pass in Monaco. But he
I
did his
guess
job. He showed
I
up.
guess it just shows like some deficiency he had in qualifying, right? Where I think
Yep.
everybody would have expected him to qualify first or second. So I'm
Well,
not
if
sure
if
what was missing.
if anything, I'll pose this question for you: Is this the beginning of a new Checo Perez at Red Bull? He's only
No,
20 points behind Red Bull.
no, come on.
Well, I'm serious. He's not
He
that far from Verstappen right now.
No,
No, zero chance.
he's going to ride this win out for the rest of the year. He's just going to remind people that, oh yeah, I won at Monaco. He's going to sink into the background for the rest of the year. Sorry, all the Checo fans out there.
Okay.
This was his bright shining moment, and it's gone.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, it's just like when he won at Baku, right? I mean,
True.
we all celebrated, we were all happy about it, and then he faded into the background, and Max rises to the occasion everywhere else. Same thing, same story,
So is
different
it
year.
same as Carlos? Like he needs to prove outside of Monaco to see if
A
he's
hundred
the real
percent.
deal.
Yeah, 100%.
Fair.
I'd have more confidence in Carlos building off of this
Right.
than I do Checo. Checo has no history of continuing to do well after this. I mean, he may get a couple more podiums for sure because he's in a very good car, but he's not going to get another win this year.
All right, but let me put the situation then. Um, Next race in Baku, right?
Yep.
Sainz leading the race in first, Leclerc second, Verstappen somehow gets in fourth or fifth, right? Something happens, right?
Okay.
What does Ferrari do?
So Leclerc's leading or Sainz
No,
is leading?
Sainz leading, Leclerc second, and Verstappen like fourth or fifth.
Oh,
Not
you
not
you. I think they probably do swap them. Yeah, I think you put all your hopes on Leclerc this year. Yeah, I think you swap them and let
That's
Leclerc
gonna be
take the
tough,
win.
but
Yeah. Yep.
yeah. Anyway,
If it was, I mean, it's starting to get to the midpoint of the year, and that's when you have to make these definite
well,
decisions. I
there's
think
still
if
seven races out of 22, but I know your point. You can't risk, right? Especially
yeah, you
like
can't take the risk.
if we learned anything, the last year's championship was decided by 1 point, so they
That's
need
right.
every point they can get it. But so our boy, Russell, best of the rest, his teammate,
Yeah, smooth
just
and steady for Russell.
eighth, eighth place.
Eighth for Hamilton did
Mm.
not look good the whole weekend.
Our
The whole
our
weekend
new
did not look
favorite
good.
half team here, McLaren, with
Yeah,
their first driver Lando bringing the sixth. So the second best of the rest, right? Fair to say, second best of the rest.
yeah. Danny Rick got clowned this weekend. I mean,
This year, right?
him coming.
This year.
Yeah, really the whole year. And I mean, Lando smooth and steady again. Didn't really have a lot of pace, especially in the first stint. But yeah, Danny Rick out of the points, just out in left field. It's like he didn't even show up this weekend. Awful.
It looks like whatever McLaren did in terms of upgrades, it definitely impacted Norris more than Danny Rick, right?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
favored at least Norris's style because
yeah. Or he understands how to get the most out of it. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
actually, this is not has not been uncommon with upgrades they've brought in the past, right? Where it's taken Danny Rick a few weeks to get a handle on it. So I mean, maybe he'll catch up at one of the upcoming races, but just out in left field. He was out. He was thinking about being in the swimming pool, or he could have been like me and thinking about Princess Charlene the whole time.
true, true. Yeah, it's just like crazy that Norris has 48 points. Ricardo has 11. Ricardo
11.
only finished one time on
K
top
Mag
10.
has more points than him, right?
K-Mag has 15 points. But it's interesting that Ricardo has only one top 10 finish in Australia. Norris was fifth in front of him. Every other race, Norris finished in front of Ricardo, with the exception of Miami, that Norris retired, and
Oh, right,
Ricardo
right.
was 13th. So in
13th.
races that both finished, Norris have finished ahead, except Bahrain, where Ricardo was 14th, Lando was 15th, but everything else, it's just like it's a bloodbath, no, a bloodbath, right?
No.
And
Bud Blath. Yeah,
bloodbath,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
uh, bloodbath,
Send that to your
bloodbath,
boy Zach.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but did you see his interviews this weekend? It's not looking good to Danny Rick.
No. I mean, they're kind of hinting around that he needs to pick up the pace, and I mean, of course, we've been on top of this for a while, but so yeah, they are friends of the show for sure.
Yep,
It's your fault that Bottas didn't do well,
I know. Fucking
and
jinxed Bottas so much, showing naked ass and all. He couldn't make it.
Joe just again it looked like a rookie. I feel bad for him, but yeah, not a good day either.
Well, Bottas, I think he saved the weekend, right? He finished ninth, so it wasn't like
Yeah.
it wasn't a overall disaster. But comparing, like the Ferrari is doing so well, ahead, and knowing that this Alpha have potential, and comparing like last sectors of Barcelona that like
hmm
it had a
hmm
lot of traits of Monaco. I don't know what happened, but it is what it is. We move on. Joe completely fucked it up. He's a rookie. I'll chalk it up as a rookie.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I'm
yeah,
still in the space of just give him more time. I mean, he'll quickly run out of time if he doesn't figure it out soon. But yeah, he's still a rookie, still early.
how about so we kind of talked about it, but Vettel gets points. Stroll finishes in 14th, right?
Yeah,
Stroll crashed. Like, was it the formation lap as well? Was it the first lap? Was very early into the race.
very early. I don't. Yeah, yeah.
Um,
It
well,
did
I think
not
I
look
think
good.
I think I think it was formation lap because they showed Latif and then all of a sudden they showed Stroll. Either formation or first. But yeah, Team Canada completely fucked up that race. Both should lose their seat. I think if we are to put money on it, I think Williams is the best bet because Larry happens to own Aston
Yeah,
Martins.
yeah. He just yeah,
But
just so happens to be his son. No, no,
yeah, yeah,
no big deal.
uh, technically both should be out. But I think you have a point about Vettel, right? So if you want to talk about it, and I tend to agree.
You know, when you look at the replays of the passes that Vettel made, I think he should have been driver of the day because you maybe you could make the case for Gasly, and then I mean I think they did Checo get it just by default because he won,
Right.
but Vettel actually raced
Yep.
the race. He was actually going by guys. So I think you have to give it to him. It takes a lot of guts to do some of that stuff when it's a wet track. So yeah, for
He
me,
had
was
didn't
driver
he
of the
have
day.
the most passes of the race? Vettel?
That's a good. I don't know. I don't know, but
No,
it seems like he did. I
he
wouldn't
did.
say no to
He
that.
finished 10th, but he didn't do bad. Like we were talking before recording, like as the track was drying, he just performed very well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So there is hope there. There's a little spark there somewhere.
So
So
and
so was
get
Gasly, right? Gasly's performance was
get
great.
So again, a terrible qualifying,
Yeah.
right? And so
Terrible weekend
he
up to Sunday.
yeah, up until Sunday. But then, just going for it, right? He had nothing to lose, and I
Yep.
kind of liked watching him fight. I mean, it wasn't some of the easy it wasn't easy passes either that he was having to make, and it was good to see him get the elbows out a little bit, but
Yeah.
just. Again, it's just what could have been, like if
Right.
he had qualified better, he could have easily, been solidly in the points.
But I wonder if qualified better, he would risk as he did, right? Because he went straight to dries as well, right? To slicks, uh, and I think
I thought he was one of the wasn't he
no,
one of the
sorry,
first to go to Inters?
yeah,
Yeah,
first
yeah.
to
He was
winters
like
and yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. He
But
he went to he went to Inters probably two laps
early,
too early.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
No, but again, he had nothing to lose, right?
Yeah, nothing to lose, absolutely.
So, I mean, yeah, he did a good race, 11th, no points. So it is what it is. Statistically, a year from now, we'll say, yeah, Gasly sucked. He didn't get a point. But he is one that needs a better seat for next year. No, be it the second seat of McLaren, be it the Ocon seat at Alpine, even Mercedes. If
Hmm.
Hamilton retires, like he needs a better seat.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
one that the clock's ticking. He needs to get a good team ASAP.
yeah, absolutely. Do you, do you want to talk about the Haas
Your
cars?
your boy,
My boy, I
your boy.
want that guy. Well, I I was a little bit nervous when I saw a car literally ripped in half. I
Yeah,
was like, wow, my wishes came true. Just not like him out of the car. I didn't think of him being completely flung outside the car physically.
yeah.
Thank goodness he's
No,
got out. I haven't heard
let's
that he's
highlight
in
that. All
emergency.
jokes
Yeah,
aside, we are
yeah.
glad he's okay. Right?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. I don't want
But,
anybody getting hurt, but yeah,
but
because that's a pretty scary like just seeing the wreckage. You think, oh,
yeah,
geez, that's bad. But
it's pretty
good.
impactful when you see the car split in half. Right? It's pretty impactful, and then
Yeah,
for all of the snowflakiness of FIA, they took forever to red flag the race. Right, that
yeah,
should be an
yeah. That was
immediate
weird.
red flag.
Yeah,
Like no
absolutely.
questions asked. Like
Yes.
car in half, red flag. It should be a condition, on the rules and regulations. If you see a car split in half, red flag it,
Yeah, just stop. Yeah.
regardless. That's a safe assumption. But yeah, like Shumi is just like racking up the bills left and right.
Yeah, I guess Gunther is starting to even notice like how much money it's costing them keeping him around. So he's got to be gone. I would say tomorrow, but maybe they'll wait till the mid-year point. The thing is, I don't know who they pull up, right? I
Yeah,
mean, I don't
no,
know who you go after at this point.
I think they will win. They will hold until the end of the year and just say, "Hey, Ferrari, thanks, but no, no thanks. We're moving on to someone else." Uh, Even if they say, give us another junior driver, give us Giovanazzi or whatever, I think the experiment with Schumacher is over. Go be a Ferrari reserve driver, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And wait,
exactly.
wait, wait for science to leave in 1 or 2 years. But yeah,
Is
he's
it?
not getting enough there. But not that he's not getting enough. Last year he didn't have a car. This year he has a car, and he's
Right,
not
right.
delivering. That's the problem because
Not delivering.
Magnussen is showing how not I wouldn't say good, but how in the midfield that car can get.
Who's is Ilott? Is that like their next man up?
I think so.
Um,
And,
yes. I mean, give him a shot, right? Like put him in some
and to
FPs and see what
but
happens.
to Schumi's credit, like he's doing well in qualifying, right? It
Sure.
still
Yeah,
has
yeah,
some accidents and all, but it's when race comes, I think
yeah.
I
He's
don't know if people
slow.
are not holding him to the right standard, and I do believe that Gunter could not care less about his last name. I saw Gunter is probably like yelling at him, but I wonder if the team takes it easy with him because of his last name. So I think they need to just pressure him and say, "Listen, you got to start fucking delivering," because he's not bad. He won F3, he won F2. It's not like he's just there for his name. Obviously, his name brings money, but he also did his part, like it or not.
Yeah, and I wonder how much is he put up with the car last year, so like they have to
True.
give him a shot. But yeah, if he's just gonna crash stuff every weekend, just you can get anybody off the street to wreck the car, right? So
Even Mazepin.
even Masvidal, even Sonoda, right?
Yep.
Well, so now that we've made it through Monaco, are you on board with never coming back to Monaco?
No, no, I'm not ready to give up
Really?
Monaco. Yeah,
You, really? I
there's
mean,
something about Monaco, like the race and me raging in the beginning, yeah, and the scenery. Although I gotta tell you, before the tunnel, that
yeah,
turn before the tunnel, they are
yep.
building a huge construction, a building there, and so it's not like you can't see the lake or the sea anymore. Uh, so that bothers me. And if that shit,
That
if
that's what bothers you,
if that
not
shit
not
keeps
the not the
blocking my
crappy
view,
racing.
yeah. If that shit keeps blocking my view, which you will, maybe next year when I see the construction done, I'll be all in for getting out of there.
I'm all in favor of the just coming back every other year. I think that's really what it should be. It should just be whether biennial or whatever. There's no need to come back to this track every year to just crown whoever wins in qualifying the race champion. Like it's total waste of time. Total waste of time. I
Yeah.
understand the pomp and circumstance. The rich people need to have
Well,
their
your princess.
their
How are you not?
gladiators.
How are you gonna
I
cope with
mean,
not seeing the princess every year?
I mean, it's gonna be tough, but Charlene, she's still princess of this show. Either
Yep.
way, either way.
Regardless.
Yeah, it just the cars just don't fit the track anymore. I mean,
Well,
and
they were
and it's
smaller than
just
last year, so that was a plus.
and look, here was a case where they got what they needed, which was they needed an extra element of the weather. They got it,
Yep.
and it still wasn't that good. I mean, at the end of the day, it was a strategy mistake by Ferrari that changes who the winner is, right? Or maybe you want to say it's the good call from Red Bull, which we already said it was.
Right.
They had nothing to lose, so even with the help of rain, still not a good race. this has got to go off the calendar. Another race that could go to just once every 2 years would be fine with me is the Indy 500. I don't know how many laps of that did you watch?
I watched. I got into the 12 laps to go when
Okay,
Jimmy
12 laps.
Johnson was leading, and I was like, "That fucking Jason is
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be talking on my ears that he's gonna win." But then I realized he had to pit, right? So he
Yeah, yeah,
pitted,
he had to
went
pit,
down
yeah,
the field, and then he crashed. I was like, "Yeah, Jason,
Yeah, then he crashed.
Jason sucks." By the way,
Yeah, that was yeah, as you said, a roller coaster there because I knew he was going to do it. I knew he was going to stay out to lead a lap, and it felt good because again he was going to finish 20th or whatever,
right.
Anyway. So
Might as well
why
crash.
not? Yeah, might as well lead a lap. Yeah, and then the crash was I don't know if Carvana was looking forward to that part.
Sure.
Only half the car being on TV at that point, but your boy Marcus Ericsson wins the Indy 500. But again, the only good part about this is that we got introduced to his girlfriend Iris.
I didn't see her.
What
show?
are you, blind? Are you?
No. I saw him winning, and then I turned off.
I mean, yeah. There's still smoke rising from the pagoda there where she was.
What's her name? Iris.
Yeah, Iris something. I don't know.
Marcus
Ericsson. Yeah, Marcus Ericsson girlfriend. Yeah, there you go.
Hello. Okay.
See, and of course, I mean they're always great because they keep panning over to her, like it's just great,
I'm sorry, were you saying something?
I did want to mention, I like Leigh Diffy. I like his calls on racing, but he claimed that Ericsson had offers to race in Europe, but he turned them down because he wanted to stay in IndyCar.
Yeah,
sure he
race
did.
what in Europe?
Sure
like
he
Le
did.
Mans? And
I mean, okay, maybe he had like a Formula E, offer or something, but he kind of played it up. He's like, oh yeah, he could have stayed in Europe. He could be racing, DTM if he wanted to. It's like, no, he was terrible when he was in F1.
Nobody wants him, and that's what he gets. That's it.
It was nice to watch Grosjean DNF. That part was great.
What happened to him?
Yeah, you know how he doesn't have any talent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that showed up. It showed up again, and he crashed. Yeah.
So I gotta tell you, because like 5 laps to go, right? It was the final setting, right? Ericsson first, Pato and second, and Cannon or someone else fighting, right, for third and fourth.
Right.
And the second to last lap, Pato like really got close to Ericsson, almost passed him, and then the turn came. He had to let go of the gas, and then Ericsson just opened a gap that basically secured the victory. So Pato, when push comes to shove, did not deliver. Cracked under pressure. If he wants the McLaren seat at Formula One, he needs to do better than that.
Yeah. You'd almost rather see him, go out in a blaze of glory, just smash into him.
Crush both of them. Take both of them out. I will not allow a former F1 driver win.
Exactly. Well, we're gonna watch Danny Rick in that race next year. So
the funniest thing was the Europeans complaining about the commercials.
We know there's commercials. Yeah.
How spoiled are they? Yeah, we know.
They're so spoiled. Yeah,
we go through that every single Sunday.
Welcome to television. Yes, there are commercials. There's a lot of. Actually, I mean, the picture-in-picture, commercials. That's relatively new in the States. That's probably, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago that they started doing that.
No, the side by side. It's good because before it was literally picture in picture, like a small,
it was
on the corner.
Yeah,
and then now they do side by side, which is good. But
and actually, I think for a while when they did when they did the picture in picture, it wasn't for every commercial break. It was only like one of
few
the
of them,
one
yeah.
of the breaks, because there's basically a break every 20 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, it was. Anyway, yeah,
Yeah, they are too spoiled. No,
so
the
spoiled.
the side by side is great comparing to what it was before.
Well, the thing that our fans are spoiled with are your spoiled takes, because they're just rotten. Your predictions this race, you got a great big goose egg,
Oh yeah,
because
a big fat donut.
donut, absolutely nothing,
Zero.
zero. However, me on the other hand, I did have Sainz in second, and I had Verstappen in third, so I pick up both of those points. Neither one of us got our hot take. We both were
Nope.
down on Hamilton. I
Somehow
said he
he
was going to.
survived. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually had hope there that he was going to finish a lap down, but because Alonso was going so slow, he was racing like he was in GP2, slow as he was going there. And then I picked up another point for which team would have the worst average finish, which was Haas, because both cars crashed out. So, yep, 3 points for
Congrats,
me
man.
this weekend.
Well,
Yeah,
good
3
weekend
for
for
me, 0 for you. I think the season total is, I think I have 8 and you have 3.5, which is much more than I need.
Salvageable.
No, your takes are not salvageable. They're just
No,
terrible.
the score, the competition is still there's still a chance. Yeah, my takes are
No,
awful.
not a chance.
No, 0.
Nope. Nope.
Oh well, I have a week to recover, and then get back to Baku in 2 weeks'
All
time.
right. All right.
Yeah.
Well, at
Yeah,
least.
as always.
And you saw Denny Hamlin win the 600.
No idea what you're talking about. No idea.
Joe Gibbs Racing 1-2 finish.
Is
Denny
it like
Hamlin,
redneck
Kyle
NASCAR?
Busch.
Redneck NASCAR
Yeah.
shit. Okay.
Yeah.
The category that doesn't run when doesn't race when it rains. Okay.
Yeah. Well, because they only have slick
The
tires.
precursor of Formula One. Yeah, because Formula One is heading to the direction.
That's right. Did I see Raikkonen? Raikkonen's going to come back and do some NASCAR races?
Is it NASCAR?
I think so.
Oh god.
Yeah, he did a truck race and I don't think it ended well.
That's all
for
we
him,
need.
But I think he was going to come back.
Oh god. Oh god, that's all we need. All right, I'm out of here.
All right.
As always, it was not a pleasure talking to you, but I'll see you in 2 weeks.
All right. Yeah, we'll be back with Ozum to preview. That's just an open invitation for Ozum to preview.
if she made to the end, just reach out to us and you can come at any time.
All right. Miss you, Princess Charlene. Great job this weekend.